day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 24th of June, and this is US session. And do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess your risk with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. Okay, the key data that is out just now from the Canadian is CPI month on month. Forecast was 0.5, came out to be slightly better, 0.6. Then we have the other two data, medium CPI and trim CPI, came out to be as expected. Then we have ECB president who is going to give a talk. Then we are going to have in 1 hour's time, we have a BOE governor going to give a talk, and also the Fed chairman testifying. And we also get a CB consumer confidence and Richmond manufacturing index. Okay, so these are the data that is going to be out later tonight. Then as far as this opening is concerned, okay, and we had a couple of open trades, but the problem is, we were just unlucky in most of the time today, and in fact yesterday. Most of our trades were filled and got stopped out. Okay, so this is what has been happening since yesterday. But of course, you see, one thing you must understand is we have a view before we get into the trade. So if our view is wrong, then we get stopped out. I think we can accept it. Okay, meaning because our view is wrong, we pay the price and we accept it. But on the other hand, our view is right, but we get stopped out because of some reason, then I think it is quite painful. Okay, then also at the same time, if we have a view and our view is right, we don't get an entry, then that is also painful. So these are the two things which we need to overcome in order for us to get on track with the right movement and right mindset. So let's see. In fact, we were saying since morning that we wanted to buy gold at 3305. So in fact, I forgot to give the order. Okay, now actually the low is 480, and it bounced to $18, 3318, which is a $13 move which we have missed. So next time, I think we should be putting in orders on both sides, so at least we don't get ourselves missed on any order in the event. I mean, of course, we are putting the order for other currencies. Okay, we are putting the orders on the currencies, but for gold, I think sometimes we are only focusing on the direction of the move, and we forget about the other side move. So let's try to get this thing through. So once we are through, then I think we should be having a smooth flow. So we have a gold sell order 40 and 48, and we didn't give a buy order. Okay, in fact, it's supposed to be 3305, which we have missed it. So now we are trying to chase the market, and I don't know whether we'll get filled, but we will have to wait and see. Let's quickly run through all the orders before we start on to our live trades. Okay, let's start off with euro. We have one buy, one sell. Okay, I think this is still valid because of this. The Fed chairman is going to give a talk. Then pound yen, right now this Okay, right now this is trading at 197.30. Okay, pound yen. So we have a buy order at 96 half, 96.30, and 200 is a selling order. So let's see this thing first, then we would see whether we need to do any adjustments or whether the low has already been seen. We just look into this, then we'll try to get into this trade. Okay, let me get into this. Okay, so the low was at 2. In fact, we tried to buy at 6 half, and right now the low is 196.95, and we have to see whether the low is already been seen or yet to be seen. Okay, so looking at this, okay, sorry. So looking at this, we may have seen the low. Okay, but it's a 50-50 chance. So what we would be doing is we would try to buy at in fact, early on we had an order to buy at 96.80, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, we will try to buy at 97.25. Sorry, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Okay, we'll try to buy at 97.25 with the stop being at 96.90, and TP is either 97.55 or 97.85. So let's change this order. So we have a buy order at 96.30. So we are changing it to 97.25, and 96.90 stop below the low, if that is going to be the low, and the TP will try to exit at 70. Okay, so we have modified this trade, and the other trade will let it work. Okay, let it work, and we see. Then the pound, we have one buy, one sell. I think pound is 136, so we are trying to sell at 37.40 and 35. Okay, let it work. Then dollar Swiss, we only having a buy order which is 80.60, and right now is 80.85. So that one also let it work. Then the dollar yen, we have two sell. One is 45.80 and 46.05. Okay, so this one I think we got to get into this. Okay, right now our gold order for a buy is filled. Okay, we had a buy order which has just filled at 12. So now we are trying to put in the TP. Okay, let's put in this TP, then we would concentrate on the dollar yen. Okay, right now we have got into the trade, so let's see how is the gold performing. Then we see whether we want to hold this trade or take a profit. So looking at the chart, there is a possibility that we may have seen a a temporary low. So if that is the case, then we should see the price. If let's say we look at 60-minute, a minimum target of 20, minimum target of 20, or in extension of 28, and we have 1 hour for this trade. Okay, we have 1 hour on this trade, and let's see how we can get the maximum of this trade. So let's put in this trade. So we are going to exit at 20. So what we are going to do now is we are going to put a TP at 20. Then the stop, we are going to raise it to 10. Okay, then the risk is only the risk is only about $2. Okay, $2, and we try to get into this trade and try to get the maximum from this trade. Then the next thing we need to look for is dollar yen. Okay, and do take note that in order for us to see this as a profitable trade, we need to see a clear break of 18. Okay, now right now is 17, so we will give some time, and this time we are prepared to give is another 45 minutes. 45 minutes, then we can see the price heading either 20 or 28. Okay, so now let's work this trade. Now let's see the dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen is coming off, and right now this looks like this is seeing the low, okay, at 44.85. So in order for us to confirm that is the low, 70. But this is within the trading band of 2 hours. So 2 hours, meaning to say this time has just started. Okay, this time has just started. So we will try to go for a buy with the TP at 45.5 at least. Okay, so let's see the stop at 80, market buying, then TP at 45.50. That means 40 pips reward we are looking for. Okay, new order, dollar yen. I think we will go for a buy at market. Okay, buy at market. So stop at 44.80, TP 45.50. Okay, so we have taken 2 trades based on the changes what we have done. So now we have to slowly focus on, since we are waiting for the Fed chairman to give a talk. Okay, what we will do is we'll try to close this gold at 17. 17 or 16 half, and we will try to go for a re-entry. Okay, the reason being is because we were incurred a few losses, so we are trying to get back on track. Okay, so then if that is taken, then we can go for a re-entry again. Okay, profit taken. So now we'll try to go for a re-entry again at 12. Okay, buy at 12, stop 3307, TP we will put as 28 as of now. Then later we will try to change it, and also this validity we can put for 2 hours. Okay, so this is the new order we have taken. Just now we have taken our profit. Where did we book our profit? Okay, 16.5. Okay, slightly higher. So we are trying to get back our losses. So we are seeing this thing to go higher. Okay, so let's move on for another trade. Okay, let me see what other trades we can trade. So since the dollar yen is moving up, okay, so dollar yen is turning, so we are looking for a buy at pound yen also. Okay, so the pound yen, let's see the pound yen. Okay, we were trying to buy at 2025. Okay, so what we will do is TP at 75. Okay, that should be a good level. Okay, we are changing that to 30. The TP we raise it by another 5 pips. So we are trying to enter this at market. Okay, just about 2 pips away. Then we want to exit at 75, and also we don't want to sorry. So, and also we don't want to go for any additional trades. Okay, maybe we look at maybe Dow Jones or Nasdaq, because until this Fed chairman is giving a talk, we try not to have too many orders that open because that might be a huge risk. So let's get this thing right. So if you look at the Nasdaq, okay, let's look at Nasdaq. Okay, there is a probability, there is a probability that a high may be seen. So what we will do is we will try to go for a sell now at market with the stop above the high. Okay, so now our pound yen is also failed. So we'll try to go for a stop above this level. Then we can go for one stop sell this level with the stop below, above this level, being this as a as I told you, if we have seen the high, then there is a probability that we should be seeing the price moving lower. So let's go on to see Nasdaq. Okay, right now this is trading at 76. So we'll try to put at 80. Then the stop about 90 points away, and also we will go for a reduced okay, I think right now it's showing 80. Okay, we'll just sell. Okay, so we are selling here. Then the stop we got to put let me check on the system, because the reason is we have a it's a different price, so we need to see that. So the stop is another 80, 90 points away. So this is supposed to be 22175. Okay, 22175. Then we are going to go for another sell at 50 points higher. Okay, 50 points higher, which means to say 130. Okay, 130. Okay, new order. Nasdaq. Okay, this round we go for a higher volume. Higher volume at 130. Okay, 130, and stop we'll put as 185. Okay, the TP will decide later. So we have another order putting at 130. Okay, the gold I think is got a re-entry, we got filled, so I think just now we did the right thing by booking the profit. So we will try to take this. Okay, give me a minute on this. This is sell, sell. To 130, 195. Okay. Okay, now we got to go for see whether the re-entry. I think we don't want to go any add-on entry except for the one we feel that is got more less risk, you know. So we are holding, for those of you who have just joined, we are holding a buy gold at 11.8. Okay, stop at 07, TP at 28. So later we will manage it. Dollar yen, we have a buy at 145.10, stop at 144.80, TP at 145 half. Okay, Nasdaq, we have a sell at 81, stop at 175. Then let me see the target for this. Okay, the target I'm looking for is like roughly another 250 points. Okay, roughly another 250 points, which means to say to at least 170, at least 170. 170 to 250. So let's say about 200. Okay, 200. So means that 21820. Then we have a stop sell. Stop sell at 22. Let me check this chart. Okay, 22025. Okay, 22025. So we'll go for sell. Then stop should be 22105. Okay, 105. And this one we'll just put expiry just 1 hour. So we have one selling higher volume at 22,130, stop at 22,185. Then we have a stop sell at 22,025 and stop at 22,105. Okay, so now we have 4 open orders. Okay, we have gold and all only one entry. Okay, one entry. We have not done the second entry yet. And remember always, when we take a trade, we'll try to go on 2 to 3 entries. 2 to 3 entries. And if then try to get, okay, something is got stopped out. I think the gold is out, I think. Hold on. Oops. Okay, the gold has stopped out. Okay, now we got to go for a re-entry on the gold. Let's okay, I think this is already breaking the low. Okay, right now this is trading near the low. So if it breaks, then we can see the price moving lower. So we got to see whether this is going to break the low or not. Okay, we have another 30 more minutes. Then we should be seeing an answer for this. So what we will do, we will go for another entry at 3288. Three two nine three. Because this weakness is going to be for another 30 more minutes. So if it's going to be another 30 more minutes, we should be seeing 3293 and 3286. That should be your final call, and or the market may turn before this level. Okay, so let's see, let's put in this trade. Okay, so we are putting this trade 3286 as our final target. Okay, so if we able to get that done, then we will try to go for add-on entry, or the price may turn before that level, either 3293 or 3286. So we will just wait, and I don't want to go for a sell now, because it looks like a bit of risky, because the downside is going to be very limited. So I don't want to go for a sell for that trade. So we will wait for that answer, and we still have this. The Fed chairman is going to give a talk, so we will also take that into consideration. So for so for those of you who have just joined, okay, we are expecting this gold. In fact, we thought that the low is already been confirmed, so we were expecting some pullback. Then eventually we expect the price to come off, but unfortunately looks like the low is still not seen yet, and we will try to go for a buy at 3286 or lower. So another Okay, let's wait. While we are waiting, any questions or anything you all want to discuss, we may do so. Otherwise, we will we will stick to our plans and stick to our movements. Okay, so we are waiting for another movement. So for those of you who have just joined, okay, in fact, these are our working orders, and we have three open orders, which is pound yen, uh, Nasdaq sell, and dollar yen buy. Okay, pound yen is also a buy. Okay, and these all are working orders. So we are expecting the uh, Fed chairman to testify soon. Okay, the gold is breaking the low 98. So we are waiting for the price target of 93 or 86. Then we should see the price turning up. And the duration we are looking for is this should happen in another 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, we should see this price reaching this low. Then after that, we should see some pullback happening. So hopefully 10 o'clock when Fed chairman comes into play, we should be able to get into the right track. Then as far as the trade is concerned, today we did a lot of trades. Okay, from this are all the trades, almost like 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, about 15, 16, 16 trades. Overall, I think we are just losing about 1%. Okay, because the reason being is I think this trade we made a big mistake by putting a big stop loss, which was about $11, and that's the one that is dragging us today. So maybe hopefully we don't do this mistake again. Next time, I think it's better to take trades with the projected level with a low quantity rather than with a wider spread, because we were very confident that the low is confirmed and we should see a big pullback, but unfortunately we didn't get it. Okay, so this was the mistake today. If that trade, if we didn't do, then I think we should be almost either break even or with a small loss. But anyway, we still have three more trades open. We are still waiting for the trades, so we are still hoping to recover and get back on track. And this system is okay. You need to follow the system. So we need to follow the system, then we should see a clear rule. Okay, now let's see the gold right now. 95. Okay, there is a probability, there is a probability that this might be the low, because we have 15 more minutes left, and right now we have to see the price stabilizing soon. Okay, so let's see how we can overcome this. We have 17 more minutes. Okay, 17 more minutes, and let's see how this trade behaves, and let's see how this thing can be handled. Okay, we are seeing some strength, mild strength, but I don't think because we have 15 more minutes left, so I don't think that this is the low. Okay, we'll give some more time to see whether we may get one more drop before the low is confirmed. Let's not chase the market, because the reason is the Fed chairman is going to give a talk, so that's the reason why we just want to just stay sideline and just watch until we get, and also we are holding three trades. If we don't have any trades open, then we can decide, but since we are holding three trades, we don't want to add on to the risk. Okay, for those of you who have just joined in, okay, just joined in, So these are the orders we have placed, and we have three open position: dollar yen buy, Nasdaq sell, and pound yen buy. Okay, then we have couple of entries on the orders, okay, for dollar yen, dollar Swiss, pound yen, and euro. And basically, what and how we do things is we place the order at a specific level of our target levels. Then once the trade is taken, then we take control and we manage the trade. But we have not put in any add-on trade for dollar yen, but we have put in add-on entry for Nasdaq, and we have not put in any add-on trade for dollar yen and pound yen. Okay, the reason being is because Fed chairman is going to give a talk. Let him give. Normally before he starts he gives the statement before he starts to talk. So there will be a statement that will be announced, and what would be the most likely focus for the testifying. So we just need to get that information. Then after that, I think the market would start responding based on that. So we have another 12 more minutes. Let's wait to see what he has to say. Then we will see how we can play the game. Okay. Then one more thing is, in fact, today we are losing. In fact, today we are losing. I think the mistake we did was morning. We did a trade that we put $11 stop loss, which was like overconfident that that was the day low. So this trade is the one that killed us. But if this trade is not there, then I think we would be either break even or with a minimum loss. So we just have to wait to see to get back on track, and we still have time to recover, and we still have time to trade. So trading is all about confidence, knowledge, experience. A lot of things plays a role. Okay, so let's wait another 10 minutes. So while we are waiting, if you want to ask any questions or you want to discuss anything, you may do so. Other than that, you see, normally when we are waiting for some news or market, that's the time we can learn ourselves. Okay, we can get to know about ourselves, what markets you all are trading, how, and all these things. Then during that market trading time, then of course we have to focus on the trading. So if you have any questions, you may feel to ask, which I will be glad to answer. Otherwise, we'll just wait for the trade. And one more thing is, okay, we are keying so many orders. Okay, I'm just want to emphasize this again and again. Okay, doesn't mean that we key in so many orders, you also have to key in all the orders. Okay, you trade what you know and what you feel you are comfortable. So doesn't mean, like for instance, like, if you're trading dollar yen, pound yen, and gold, then stick to that. Then don't key in all the other orders. Okay. So let me see what he is going to say. Just let me see, yeah.
From two of his committee members. More on that in just a second. But first, we have new comments from Cleveland Fed President Beth Hammack adding to the chair's view that rates should remain on hold. She says she does not see economic weakening that would merit rate cuts. The risk to maintaining current policy, she says, appeared to be low. Current policy is only modestly restrictive. In fact, she says, it's close to neutral. And if both sides of the mandate come under pressure, that stagflationary concern some have, best choice, she says, is to hold policy steady. And in fact, she warns policy could remain on hold, quote, for quite some time before the Fed does some modest cuts. And she does see a disconnect between the optimism in markets, which we see this morning, and the cautiousness that she hears from businesses she talks to in her district. Two factors, weaker dollar and higher oil prices, could add to pressure on consumer prices, but she does concede it's possible tariffs could have a short-lived effect. On Powell, very quickly, he did say that the Fed is well positioned to learn more about the course of the economy before adjusting policy, and the Fed needs to prevent one-time price increase from becoming ongoing inflation, essentially repeating his views. We have, very quickly, I'll show you the July Fed funds futures did drop on Powell's comments, but they remain relatively high for September and December. We'll have gavel-to-gavel coverage from the Q&A of Chair Powell's testimony, with a big question about how much pressure he gets from lawmakers to cut rates as the president has demanded. Squawk on the Street, coming right back. Across global markets.
Okay, I think more or less you are able to hear what they were saying. So looks like U.S. economy is still very strong, and looks like the interest rate cut will be delayed. Okay, will be delayed or postponed, or we couldn't be very optimistic to say that there will be a steep cut. So so that gives us a clue that the dollar strength is going to continue. That's one. Then of course the equities should start to come down. Okay, the equities, meaning to say that this Nasdaq, Dow Jones, all is expected to come down, but another thing that is disturbing is the Middle East tension. So that is another thing which we also need to pay attention or focus. So sometimes trading becomes a bit difficult, and it becomes a bit choppy. So in times of this difficult situation, the only way is we just have to just stay focused. Okay, try to go with the minimum lot size, and just try to be very nimble. Then we see how we can overcome. So there will be ups and downs. Definitely there will be ups and downs, and we don't. It's not like every day is not a Sunday. Every day like we do. So we got to get ourselves focused and stay in the business. Okay. So anything you just want to discuss? We'll just wait for another 5-10 minutes to see any big movement is happening. If not, then we will see. We can get back tomorrow. Okay, we have another 4 more minutes. For those of you who have just joined, we are 3 open position. long dollar yen, short Nasdaq, E-mini Nasdaq, then long pound yen. Then we have a couple of trades working to open. But of course, I think I don't think any market that is quite close to get filled. Okay, all are quite further apart. So just waiting for the data, the news. I think 10 o'clock we also have a couple of data. So I think that also we need to see. Okay, we have a CB consumer confidence which is going to be out in another 2 minutes. So we have a consumer confidence, Richmond Manufacturing Index, then Fed Chairman is going to testify. Then we also have a BOE governor also giving a talk. So pound might have some movement or some activity in the British pound as well. Sorry. Okay, we have another 1 more minute for the data to be out. Thirty more seconds. Then the Fed chairman is also going to testify, so we will just wait for another 15-20 minutes. Then after that we can decide how would the market be for today later on. Okay, the Richmond Manufacturing Index came out to be better than expected. Previous was -9, forecast was -10, but came out to be -7, so which was slightly better. So then CB consumer confidence came out to be, I'm not sure, yeah, came out to be slightly bad. Okay, previous was 98, forecast was 99.4, and came out to be 93, which means to say that we have one good data and one bad data. Okay, so we don't see much movement. Okay, we still we feel that the dollar yen, that means the dollar weakness is seen a bit. Okay, dollar weakness is seen a bit. Then gold is still trading around 3300. Okay, gold is still trading around 3300. So we'll wait for the Fed chairman. Okay, then next is that. So since we have this dollar yen and pound yen is coming off, so maybe let's look at the dollar yen to see whether we have to take any action on this. So this is still this is still within the range. So still within the range. So I don't think we need to take any action on this. Okay, of course, if it breaks that 80, then we may see the price moving towards 55 or slightly lower. Okay, so until then, I think we can still hold on to the trade, and we can still just manage the trade. Okay, the gold looks like it's moving up. Okay, let's see whether we can trade this. Okay, so what we will do, we will try to go for a buy on the gold. We go for a buy on the gold, and remember I told you the low we were expecting was 93, so 86 also. So what we will do is we will go for a quick buy at market. Okay, just do it market, small lot size. Okay, small lot size, either 0.2 or 0.3. Okay, so we buy at market. Then I'll tell you where to put the stop. So there is a possibility, okay, possibility that the low is seen. Okay, now let's put in, I think the Fed chairman is going to give a talk. Let's put the stop before he starts the process. Where are we going to put the stop? This should be below 95. Okay, below 95. Then we would go for a one more entry. Okay, one more entry to go for a buy at 98. Okay, 98. Okay, Fed chairman is saying the tariff effects could be short-lived or create more persistent inflation. Then he sees okay, now let's trade this. Okay, tariff increase this year will likely push up prices and weigh on economic activity. Okay, anyway, let's put in another order. Buying at 98. Okay, buying at 98. Then stop at 94. Okay, the TP I'll give you later. Okay, new order. To 98. 98. Stop at 94. Okay, I think our dollar yen got stopped out. I think our dollar yen got stopped out. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the dollar yen got stopped out. Okay, so then we got to go for a re-entry on that. Okay, so now we have a gold buying at 98, stop at 94. Okay, 94. Then we wait for the price to get filled and we'll take the necessary action. So the dollar yen, since it got stopped out, we got to go for a re-entry. I think I don't see why the dollar is weakening, because I can't see the reason why it's weakening. But anyways, we still have to trade the market what we see. So we'll put an order to buy at 144. Okay, 144. Then okay, let me change the screen. Okay, stop at 143.60. Since it's showing weakness, and this, since this is a counter trend, we need to exit before 144.80. Okay, 144.80 or 144.60. So we are going to place, since we got stopped out, we are going to go for a re-entry, buy limit at 144, stop loss 143.60, TP at 144.80. Okay, this is, we can put it as GTC order. Okay, this we can put it as GTC order. So just take note that just now we are get stopped out, we are going for a re-entry. Okay, then okay, now our gold is moving up. Okay, gold is moving up. Okay, we are making a bit on this. So let's see how we can manage further. Okay. Okay, we are making money on gold. Nasdaq is still flat. Okay, still flat, not much. Pound yen we are losing, but I think we also have a entry at 96.5. So that, let that be working. So let that be as a buffer entry. Always remember, when we take trades, we should be, the consistency is what that is going to help us to survive. So the moment once we get stopped out, we got to go for a re-entry. The moment once we book profit, we also need to go for a re-entry, and that's the rule we need to apply at all times, so that we don't miss out any opportunities or any opportunity we missed. Okay, now let's see the gold. Okay, let's go and discuss on the gold. Okay, he's saying the economy is still strong. Okay, I think there's another order got filled. Okay, another order which is a dollar Swiss. So dollar Swiss now is filled. So later we need to look for a add-on entry. Okay, and in case it gets stopped out, we also need to plan for a re-entry, and that's how we should be trading. Okay, that means try to do a first entry projected, try to enter, but sometimes we can also wait to take trades after a confirmation or after a reversal. So now let's discuss gold first, and then we go on dollar Swiss to see. Okay, the Nasdaq also not movement. So let's see. Okay, gold, it is showing some strength. Okay, it is showing some strength. Then this strength is expected to last for another minimum 45 minutes, and we should see the price heading towards 17 or minimum at 13. Okay, 13 or 17 or higher. Okay, so if it's higher, then we look at 20 as the next potential target. Okay, next potential target. So how can we trade this, or where can we book our profit? We can exit at 13, 17 and 20. Okay, this is all up to you to decide where you want to exit. So if I were you, okay, since I've already so-called incurred a few losses, and right now this market is struggling, so I would want to place my TP at 13. Okay, 13. Then my stop loss, I want to raise it to 98. Okay, 98 or 3001. Okay, let me see. Let's go for a tight stop. Okay, we can go for 3001 or 2. Okay, we will just raise it, so we don't want to incur additional loss. So I have revised my stop to 3301. Then I put in my price target at 3313, and I just wait for another 15 more minutes to see whether we are seeing further strength. If we are seeing further strength, then I may want to hold it. Otherwise, I may want to book my profit. Okay, you see here. Okay, 15 minute, just a new 15 minute has just come into play. So looks like we are seeing mild strength. Okay, this is very important, because we need to see the 30 minutes is showing strength towards 13. Okay, so we have to see strength of another 15 more minutes. Then at the same time, we may want to increase our stop to 3303. Okay, so raise stop to 3303. So we only have $2.50 risk on this. So we'll wait to see how we can get this with the maximum profit. You see, this is how you need to manage your trades. Okay, so you try to get the maximum profit, try to go with the minimum loss, and when we are right, we try to take the maximum. When we are wrong, we try to get out with the minimum loss. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, now we are seeing the dollar Swiss. Okay, next we need to see the dollar Swiss entry. So there's two entries we need to take. One is, in the event if we get stopped out, Okay, where would be your re-entry? That's one. Second thing is a add-on entry. Add-on entry is, that means, once we are right, then we try to go on add-on entry and try to get the maximum from the market. So in terms of we have put in our stop at 80030, which is your April 21st low. So if it breaks, we should see the price heading towards 80 or even 60. Okay, 79.60. So since this is market, I think market is trying to reach the bottom. Okay, so there's two ways which we can do. One is we'll try to maintain the stop. We'll try to go for a re-entry at 80, or we will wait for, we can reduce our stop lower. Okay, that would be another possibility. But the problem is, because we are losing money, if we are making money, then we can hold and take more risk. But since we are losing money, so we got to be a bit careful and cautious. So now what we are going to do is we are going to go for a limit buy dollar Swiss at 80 and stop loss at 79.60. Okay, then the TP for that we should exit before 80.60. And remember, if it's a counter trend, if it's a counter trend, we got to put the TP. If it's with the trend, we don't have to put the TP. See the gold, it quickly turned, and we're supposed to be making, I think we missed it. We missed our price target. Okay, let's see the gold again. Okay, this weakness is supposed to be, I think the high we saw was 10. Okay, this is the I think this was a big waste. I think we should we should have exited, but even we put in 9.5, 10, 9.5, then we may get it. Otherwise, we are not going to get this trade. Okay, we are going to lose money again unnecessarily. Okay, but I think we have to stick to the rules. Okay, gold, I think we were out. Okay, I think this is also a big waste. Okay, now let's get back to the trade. We have another buy at 98. Okay, we have another buy at 98. So let's wait for that because still we are not sure whether we have seen the low or the low yet to be seen. Okay. Okay, so so for those of you who have just joined, okay, we had just now we were long gold. It was making money, but I think it quickly turned and we incurred a stop triggered, okay, at 3303. We entered at 3305 and TP was 3313, but I think the high it went was 10 half or 10.8. So we had a loss on this. Then we were long on dollar yen. Dollar yen also, I think after the news was out, dollar yen got stopped out. We are looking for a re-entry on dollar yen. So far we are holding 3 trades, and dollar Swiss we are going to go for another buffer trade. In the event if it gets stopped out, then we are going for a buffer trade on this. So now let's see what are the orders. Let's see whether any adjustments we need to make before we end the session. So we have a buy order at 98. So for gold, so now we key in this TP. Okay, we'll put in as 3310.5, just now the high. Okay, this change it to today order. So since just now the price was rejected at 10.8, so we'll try to exit at 10.5. Then the 3286 also we will put in if 3286, then your support, that means your resistance now becomes 3296 and 98. So if that's the case, we'll put it as 98. Okay, this is also a day trade order. Then that 48, I think 48 we can cancel it. Okay, we don't need, so we'll just go for 40 sell. Okay, so we have gold 2 buy 1 sell. Okay, since we get stopped out, we'll try to work on that. Okay, dollar yen right now this is going at 50. So market is expected to turn before 144. So either it can turn here from here 144.50 or even slightly lower. So let that order be working. So now we have 2 sell orders. One is 580 and 605. We cancel 14605. So we only have one order, 1 buy 1 sell. Then the dollar Swiss, we have a buy order. Then that one, I think since it's a counter trend, we'll put a TP just in case it gets stopped out. Then we go for a re-entry automatic. Then for the Nasdaq, okay, the Nasdaq I think we will do it later because we need to get the levels. So the one we will do it later. Okay, pound. This is trading at 36.40. So we have 1 buy 1 sell. Okay, let it work. Pound yen, we have 1 buy and 1 sell. Okay, also let it work. Euro, we have 1 buy 1 sell. Also let it work. Okay, no change on this. That means this can be working until end of the day. Okay, then we will see whether any order fill, then we take it. Okay, now finally we look for Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq, let's see. Okay, here you see this Nasdaq. We just got stopped out at 3303. I think we should have left our stop at 3301. But anyway, we got stopped out on this, and right now we are going to see the price. If let's say it moves up, then I think we have to start planning for a sell. Okay, the sell can be at either 3320 or 3328. These are the two levels of sell we can look for this trade. Okay, so what we can do, because I still feel it's making higher lows and higher highs, but it only has got no strength to go up. So we'll try to go for one last time, go for a buy. Okay, we have a buy at 98, which is right now we are seeing the low at 02. So we'll try to go for one last attempt on the gold to see for a buy. We'll try to buy at 5.5 or 6, then put a stop below 2. Okay, it's a very tight stop and a very low entry, because we don't want to do since we are trading for a living. Okay, so we will try to buy at market. Okay, one last time to see whether we are right. I mean, we still feel that this thing can go up. Okay, so sorry, I'm showing the wrong screen. Okay, so we are trying to buy one last time gold at 540. We hit at the market. Then we want to put a stop below 3302, because just now we got stopped out at 3303. Okay, then our exit, we try to exit extension of the current high, which is 3315. Okay, so this is just one last attempt since we got tricked a few times, we got stopped out a few times. Okay, doesn't mind, so we will try to go for one last attempt on this. Okay, so now let's move back what I wanted to say. Okay, now we need to work out the Nasdaq. Then after that we can end the session. Okay, the Nasdaq, what I'm going to do, since this market is showing resilience and not coming down as expected, okay, I'm going to cancel the stop sell. Okay, then the TP I want to put at 2200. That means about 110 20 points lower from current market. So 120 points current is, so that means 22,000. Okay, that is 22,000. Okay, so that means this one we got to raise it to 22,000. Okay, then this selling at 22,130. Okay, this one I want to fight for the lower target. Okay, 21,850, and I'll just see if this is done. I'll take it. Otherwise, I would let go that trade. So more or less, I think we have done all the adjustments and all the changes needed for the trades. Okay, so before we sign off, we just want you to do one last time on the gold. Okay, so here the gold, we need to see the break of 10.5, then only we can be comfortable on our price target, and for that we give another 30 more minutes. So what we can do, the best thing is raise the stop to either 3303 or 3305 if you feel that you don't want to go for a higher risk. Okay, so 3305. Okay, we'll change, and I think that's about it. So I think everything is good to go. Then we will see the results tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow what is the outcome, whether it made money or whether it's losing or so on and so forth. Okay, so good luck to you guys, and then